Welcome to the second of a three-part screencast series on how to complete your HBHS ICT digital portfolio requirement. There are 3 help videos in this series. The first was a basic slideshow of the 6 steps for digital portfolio completion. This second will focus on the downloadable directions packet available on the digital portfolio downloads page. And the third screencast will walk you through the process of compiling and sending your work. Okay, well, let's get started. We're going to start here at the Hollis Brookline website, and if you scroll down just a little bit, off to the left of the picture of Hollis Brookline is the link ICT Sakai Portfolio. We don't use the Sakai software anymore, however the link is valid, so go ahead and click there. It will bring you to the HBHS Educational Technology Integration page, and from here we're going to go to the Digital Portfolio link. Click right there, and this gives you a lot of information about digital portfolio, the history of it in the state of New Hampshire, how much it's worth on your transcript, and a few other hints and tips. But we're going to go right here to this green bar and click on Download the HBHS ICT Digital Portfolio Directions. This brings us to the Downloads page. When you get to this page, you need to just pay attention. The file names are all alphabetized courtesy of Google. The file contents, the description, is what you really want to read. You'll notice here that you want the digital portfolio completion directions packet. So you can go ahead and click download right there. And what should come up for you, I've already downloaded it, is this handout. Okay, with this handout, you have prepare early, collect work, when you have enough, start it, but we're going to scroll right down here because we're in the second screencast, and we're going to start right here with assistance with digital portfolio. If at any point during this process you find that you need assistance with your digital portfolio, this is all hyperlinked for you. You can go to, sorry about that. You can go to any of these links, click, and you should get the answers to the questions that you're asking. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. How to begin your portfolio. You're going to start by creating a folder, name it Digital Portfolio. You're going to write an introduction, 1 paragraph, 5 to 8 sentences. It's the standard at Hollis Brookline. It's also the standard for the state. You'll put that introduction right into that folder, and then you'll start thinking about some reflections as you look for artifacts. Okay? And this right here tells you a little bit about what the state is looking for in terms of reflections to go along with your artifacts. Let's move down to those artifacts. Now, there are 6 artifacts you need to have in your digital portfolio, and every page in this packet for each of the artifacts looks similar. It starts with the artifact number at the top and its label. And then there's a question. This is basically what the state is asking you for each one. Then there are some examples of projects and assignments that are going on at Hollis Brookline. Below that is a sample rubric that you may have seen on attached perhaps to the rubrics that your teachers give you when they assign the projects. And then below the rubric is always a little, if the student doesn't have an artifact, if you don't think there's anything in your files that you really want to show the state, or you want to branch out and do something new, I always give you a little option down here to try out something that maybe you've never seen before. And then below that, what you should be able to say in the final reflection. I've even given you the language here of sort of how to start your thinking for your 5 to 8 sentence paragraph. As I scroll through this document, you'll see that Artifact 2 is set up the same way. You have the label, you have the question the state is asking you, examples of things that have been done at Hollis Brookline, followed by the rubric, and again an option if this is something that's interesting or perhaps you feel you need to do something different, and a suggestion for the final reflection. Now I'll just scroll through and show you Artifact 3, Research and Information Fluency. Artifact 4, Critical Thinking, Problem Solving, and Decision Making. Artifact number 5, very important one, Digital Citizenship. This is use of technology, appropriate use at home and at school. So not just at school, everywhere you are. And then the last one, technology operations and concepts, taking care of your computer. And then all of these pages for each of the artifacts is followed by a sort of checklist here of everything that you need to pass in, and then a little collection of student work. This is just in case you are going to pass in your student work on a flash drive instead of emailing it to me. I like to jot down what I've collected from the student, a little description of the flash drive maybe, and then when I returned it to you, because I don't like to hang on to these things, and I realize that you like to use these for all of your classes, so I try to get them back to you as quickly as possible, and whether the portfolio was accepted or not, and if not, the comments for improvements and resubmission. So that's the whole packet in a nutshell. If you have any questions as to anything in this packet, don't hesitate to come into the writing lab and ask, and I'll sit with you and walk you through if necessary. Otherwise, enjoy.